Assemble your crew manually. Well, that's nice that they finally gave us that. You would think that would be like a simple thing, like an included thing from the beginning, you know? Like private
Yeah, you
crews.
would think.
Who the fuck wants a pug? All right. Ah.
Oh, did the sound reset or something? Seems really loud.
I don't know. It seems kind
Yes,
of.
it did.
It seems kind of quiet to me. Let's see. Audio. Nope. It's still the same for me. Did you get the invites?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just tabbed out to lower the volume.
Okay.
It was high for me.
Ooh. So supposedly, the new Megalodon thing is like forcing people to work together, not go after each other as often.
We'll see about that.
I know. I'll believe that shit when I sees it. Because I mean, we can count the amount of times we ran into like friendlies, like once maybe twice. Everybody else is being a fucking dick. New splash screens, I think, or loading screens. I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
it seems like it.
Yeah, I'm assuming specifically from the Hungry and Deep thing. But is the only thing included on this like the megalodon, and that's it, or was there other stuff to be found underwater?
Uh, they talked about a lot of stuff, but I haven't actually looked at any type of patch notes to see what
Like what
this
they
is
added?
actually, what
Yeah,
actual bit of content this actually is.
yeah.
Although I've heard they did add more stuff to buy,
Oh well. Yeah,
which I mean, it's essentially all it is cosmetic stuff.
yeah. Which I won't have that big of a problem with, but at the same time, the things that they have to give us to earn that gold has to be more interesting and diverse.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Like I don't mind the
Oh, still
grind, but it
no
has to be
loading
an
screen.
interesting grind. Yeah, me too. I don't know.
There we go. Okay, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm still in. I'm still in. Ugh,
There's someone else in the bar.
really? That's odd. NPC or a player?
Yeah, NPC.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, fucking players usually don't start off at well in the same. I don't think we've ever spawned into a place where there's people. Oh, damn, still in loading screen.
It's a new faction,
Oh, wonderful. There you are.
the Bildrats.
The build rats, eh?
Come seeking adventure.
All right, all right. What are the build rats?
The southwest side of Shark Bait Cove.
Hmm.
Go, follow your
All right. Okay, there's the legend. Where's the whatever legendary fucking pirate thing? Do I not have weapons again? Oh, never mind.
They actually have both my weapons.
Ugh,
Interesting.
it's an
Fucking
improvement.
finally. This is
Yeah.
like the first time ever.
Yep. That's something. Ugh.
Hmm.
Huh. You think I could be a senior trader one day? I don't recall these NPCs having dialogue. Did they always have dialogue?
I don't think so.
Hmm. It has been a while, so. Uh, Shark Hunter flag. Yeah, there's a bunch of different things here. But honestly, I don't see why I would get any of this shit. Aside maybe like fucking gun skins or sword skins or something like that. I don't know. Oh wait, do we have a contracts or what the fuck? I have one. Wait, so did the build rats give? Did they have? I didn't see an option for to get a job from them, right?
No, it said something the southwest corner of somewhere.
Oh.
Sharkbait Cove, something like
Mm,
that. That's not where we're at, is it?
I don't think so. Wait, how the fuck do we take jobs again? Or contracts? Ooh, this is.
It's on the contract list.
Uh, okay.
Then be gone.
Okay. Uh, yes. Yes. I'm just picking random shit from the gold hoarders because I don't recall anything else. Ugh.
I don't seem to have any contracts at all.
Pick up from any random one, I guess. The traders or the gold hoarders and or the mystic ones. The mystic ones are always the more combat oriented ones, if I remember correctly. Fuck, I keep forgetting that there's no in-game map. The only map is the one on the fucking base, or rather the ship.
Sharkbait Cove, southwest side of Sharkbait.
Okay, I see it. Should we head there?
Where the Mystic?
Holy crap, that's far away. Galleon's Grave Outpost. Huh. It's interesting because now on the map there are little icons of like a rat on different
Yeah, I saw that.
on different outposts. So what is that supposed to signify? That there's a build rat NPC there, or what the fuck?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't see anything specifically about that Sharkbait Cove. The NPC in there mention that shit?
Yeah, he said go talk to someone named Merrick. He's on the southwest corner
Ah,
of Sharkbait Cove.
okay. I hope by Merrick he means the Megalodon.
Okay, I got a few of the kill quests.
Okay. Gonna raise up. Nope. Gonna
Okay, we're
raise
not
after.
too terribly far away.
To the Sharkbait Cove? I think we're pretty far off actually.
Oh, actually, yeah, we are. Damn.
Mhm.
If you can remember how to do that.
Mhm.
Already got the.
It's to the southwest?
Yeah. Southeast.
Oh, southeast, okay.
No, southwest. Southwest.
Southwest, okay.
It is southwest.
Alright. Ugh. I was watching the Rageaholics review of BattleTech.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I think it just came up like an hour ago or so, or less. I just happened to see it on top of my YouTubes. I didn't realize that there was some sort of controversy to the game.
I've paid so little attention to it because I was sad because it ended up being more simple than what I was hoping for.
Yeah, he actually said it was good. It was like it was a good game. It was just like the.
There's a galleon dead ahead.
Are you
by the
fucking
way.
serious? Where?
Dead ahead, straight on.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Okay, I'll move a little bit to this. Is it southeast or southwest at this point? Southwest, I think.
Southwest, I believe.
All right. Oh,
I don't think we've gone far enough west to
Yeah.
cross over yet.
all right. Oh, I mean, if they give us chase, they give us chase.
Hold on a second. I need to mess with my black levels.
Racist.
Need to get a DVI cable as opposed to using an HDMI cable.
Oh yeah, that makes a big difference. But yeah, I didn't realize there was some sort of controversy to it. Like as far as like, I don't know, it was some kind of political thing or like inclusionary thing of like multiple minorities or something like that. I really don't know because I really don't know. I really don't know the lore to BattleTech, so I really don't know. I wouldn't be able to speak on about it.
I don't remember that being a thing. BattleTech was. Well, I think the term today would be called autistic, because you were always formulating damage on like each individual part
Mhm.
of your mech.
Mhm.
And it was super detail oriented,
Oh yeah, yeah.
super mathy.
Well, yeah, that I do know, but I mean, I'm just not really sure what the lore because he specifically mentions lore stuff, and I really don't know what the fuck he was talking about. That was his biggest issues with it. Like I don't know. I always respond to all his videos with a comment saying, "So says the man that loves Dr. Bashir," regardless of what he's talking about. So says the man that loves
Man,
Dr.
and see,
Bashir.
I like a lot of his content too, but goddamn,
Yeah, exactly.
I will never get over.
Exactly.
No, the thing is, he likes Esri too.
Oh fuck that, man. Something's definitely wrong with him. He's a human
We're
puppet.
heading into an island here.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah. Your your Bashir hatred
It's
is
blinded
driving you
me.
to kill us all.
I thought that was Dr. Bashir right there. I was gonna run him over.
Looks just like him. Let's take him out.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand that because yeah, now that you mention it, they do mention him and his partner mention how yeah they also loved Esri over Jadzia. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, guys. You're both fucking high. You've been sniffing too much of your own farts right there. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you guys. Like everything else is cool. Like some.
And the thing is, he seems really knowledgeable about the series. I mean, he's brought up stuff that I didn't know about it, and it's like
Yeah. I mean, it's not like he doesn't know what he's talking about. It's just like, god
the
damn, how?
disconnect of liking that character.
Yeah, that's the one thing that's like I don't understand whatsoever.
And, you know, actually, to a certain degree, I can accept the Bashir thing. But
Like,
the
he-
hating Jadzia and liking Esri,
Oh yeah, fuck that.
that's criminal.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. Well, the thing is, the only thing I'll give him credit about the Bashir thing is that when the show first started, his character was like super fucking dumbass, like ridiculously one dimensional. Like he was the horn dog after Jadzia basically, and that's it. And he was
Oh,
like
yeah.
he was so full of himself and everything else. That was it. He became more interesting for sure, but he was only interesting to me because of his friendship with O'Brien. That's when he became interesting because
definitely.
as part of a duo, you know, not to say O'Brien isn't good on his own, but together they just made an interesting team, and it was like the dynamic between all that him, that, and with his interactions with Garrick, obviously.
Now that I think is actually his best thing. What is that ship doing?
Which it,
It's like not really near anything. It's just sitting there.
it might be a sunken thing we're looking at. It's to
I
our
mean,
left,
the one
right?
we just passed.
Yeah, it's to the left,
The
right?
hell? Ship customization chest.
Oh,
Oh fuck yeah!
what?
Marker flags.
Oh, we got marker flags. Are those things that
White
like?
flag, checkered flag,
Oh, that's
black
cool.
flag,
Uh, oh, so you,
blue, yellow, red flag. After a vicious battle, and then a Jolly Roger.
oh well, you know which one to hoist up.
Yep.
Yep.
The yellow one, because it says it's support for bananas. There we go.
Yep. So, totally a banana ship right here. But yeah, like
Mayonnaise.
the names, yeah. Yeah, like that's the only thing. That's the only thing I personally liked about Dr. Bashir's character. It's only because he was most interesting when he was interacting with those other characters. Because then even his solo storylines, like with Section whatever the fuck, I didn't find super interesting at all. Like him on his own, were like meh. I could care less really. I mean, not to say that the premise, the idea of that, I cannot remember the name of that organization, but basically
The Section 31.
basically the Federation version of the Tal Shiar and everything else, it makes sense
Yeah.
that they would have something, such a thing. And it's like too, you're fooling yourself to think that that they wouldn't have something like that, and that
Oh
within
yeah.
itself makes it's a compelling idea, especially as far as we know of the Federation. It's like the idealistic organization that wants to just explore peacefully and learn new things. That's a cool idea, like to have something like that. But them like picking Bashir because of his weird heritage, him being like what the fuck is it called? Like a genetically engineered human being.
Yeah.
Like it's not to me. It's not enough to make it interesting. Like I don't even know why you would choose him. Like if anything,
I never liked that whole shtick.
nah.
The genetic modified stuff.
Yeah, it was like meh. It's like you're forced. You're basically like let's slot this in there just to make them a little more interesting. Essentially, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's all it boiled down to me. Like to me, it made more sense that one episode where who the fuck recruits O'Brien to infiltrate the Orion Syndicate?
Well,
That was
it's
more
like some
interesting.
kind of some kind of intelligence thing. Well, yeah, especially because that kept coming back.
I mean, to me, that was a lot more interesting than say Section whatever the fuck.
Orion Syndicate.
Yeah, Orion Syndicate was pretty cool. It to me that made more sense to recruit somebody like him because even though maybe he's not the most like analytical, intelligent person in the fucking Star Trek universe, he's probably one of the most resourceful that you could definitely pick. You know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah.
you put him in a bad situation, he could probably find a way to get out of it. But I mean, to me, that would have been a more interesting choice than Bashir. The only reason you choose Bashir is because he's genetically engineered. Like, okay, like the cool special kid gets into the special club because he's special. You know what I mean? Like, meh. Like, I don't know. Nope. I heard a cannon.
That galleon. What?
We're getting shot at.
Oh, it's coming from the island.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. They're gonna hit us?
It
Oh,
sounded like a
shit.
hit.
Yeah, okay, I'm going down. I was watching for that galleon
Yeah.
because
Oh shit. Ooh, that
where
came
did
out
we
short.
Where did we get hit?
It sounded like the rear to the left.
I don't see any damage.
I could have sworn I heard the crunch, but
Oh, okay, I see it.
okay. I mean, I think I want to say that maybe my argument can come off as simply blind hatred for the character, but I think the fact that they had to make him like that special just to make him interesting, nah, that's like meh. Like you might as well say he's the chosen one or something like that. Like nah, come on, you got to try harder than that.
Well, they kind of went that way with the Cisco.
That's true, but I mean, if you just take that aspect away from his character, he's still a fucking compelling character.
Oh, yeah.
Like even without that, he's a compelling character. Right from the beginning, he's a compelling character because he's a fucking flawed human being who suffered a horrible trauma, and that's the reason that we kind of stick with him. As far as we understand of Bashir, he's had a privileged upbringing. He went to the best schools. He went to this and that. Why would I care about a privileged little, shit like Bashir, essentially?
It's weird hearing that word used properly as opposed to the way it's generally used.
Oh yeah, but you know what I mean. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's
He's obviously a very, very wealthy, very,
Yeah.
very protected.
oh yeah, yeah. Because you never get that sense out of most of the characters on DS9. Well, none of the characters in DS9 are like that at all. He's like the standout when it comes to
We
that
got
kind
a
of stuff.
small ship to
Oh
our
yeah,
left.
I see it. I'm trying to figure out if that's Sharkbait Cove ahead of us.
I
Can't
don't know.
tell.
Oh shit. We got
No, that's
another
Lost
ship,
Gold
too.
Fort. Where?
Kind of behind us and to the left. It's at
Ooh.
an island that looks like.
Oh, okay. But I mean, I don't know. Definitely don't. I definitely can never agree with old Rageaholic's opinion about that particular character. That's for sure. A lot of the other stuff he does,
Okay, they were at
I
a
really like.
undersea wreck.
Ah, okay.
They're just pulling away from it.
Oop, that's a fort
That
right
means they
ahead.
got treasure.
um, but yeah, I thought it was just interesting. Well, his review of that particular thing, and then I watched something else. A small little. Oh, I see that ship ahead of us. Actually, son of a bitch. It looks like it's
Oh,
angling
there's a
towards us,
ship
isn't it?
behind us and to the right.
Oh boy. I'm gonna go to the right of the fort and see if we can break line of sight. I mean, they'll know we're coming that way either way, but I'd rather not give them a clean line of sight right away. Um, so
It's really, really against us right now.
yeah, it really is. So he also had a video talking about Solo, and the general.
Another ship dead ahead.
What the fuck? I wouldn't have thought the game would be this populated at the moment. So he was talking about Solo in this other video, and generally speaking, because we all have seen that it's underperformed quite a bit. Even
yeah.
even though the Disney went the extra mile to try to like spin the bad into some supposed good, like saying that, oh yeah, pre-ticket sales were really well and everything else, but obviously it wasn't. That was a complete fucking lie. They was just trying to build hype for the movie and hope that people would go see it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, something that I found interesting is that maybe I misinterpreted what he said at the beginning of the fucking of the video, but I could be wrong because I remember correctly. Red Letter Media did say The Force Awakens was, it was okay. It was a good movie. They liked it more or less. I can't recall if that was exactly their review or not. I don't know if you remember. Did they generally like that movie?
I really don't remember.
Well, he kind
I
of.
think
Go ahead.
I think they mentioned that it was obviously there was a lot of like parallels between
Mm-hmm.
the original movie and this,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't remember them ragging on it. Not like they've done on so many other.
Mm-hmm. Well, he kind of mentions him offhandedly. I think those guys are at the place we're going at. Because I think that's Sharkbait Cove.
Are we that close to it?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I guess we'll just have to deal with it then.
Yeah. And there's a sunken ship right to the left as well.
Mm-hmm. That was the one that they just left.
Ah, okay, never mind then. So he mentions that how he, from the beginning, has been totally against the Star Wars thing being bought up by Disney, and saying he had been doomsaying it for since the beginning, saying that that it was a fucking mistake, that they were just gonna destroy the thing. And he mentions how even I can't remember how he refers to RLM, but you see a little thing, a little banner at the bottom that he's obviously talking about them. And saying that even so and so was like up. I'm not sure if it was exactly these words, but more or less saying that even they were like kissing ass when it came to Star Wars and stuff like that. But like, is he just going by that particular review or what the fuck? Because they've always been super critical of movies that are generally like, if they're bad, they're bad. I just
Maybe
thought
I'll
it
have
was,
to go back and watch. I don't remember that for the first one.
yeah. Well, I don't know.
They've definitely ragged on each one, and like this Solo review that they did, I don't even know how to interpret it.
Yeah, because it seems like they're okay with it, and then the end, the end is like, oh, like I hated it. I was like, what the fuck? Wait a minute, guys, is this a whole fucking bad dream or something that we just had? I don't know. But either way, I thought it was just weird because why go after RLM? Like, if I had to choose, I'd probably, between the two channels, I'd probably stick with RLM, honestly. But that's more my thing than anything else. I just thought it was kind of strange. Oh shit! I probably dropped my anchor. I should probably drop my anchor here. Woo.
Yeah, go ahead and drop us here.
Yeah. All right. There we go. Can't remember how to. There you go. Can't remember how to. I don't see anybody on their ship at the moment, so they're probably on land somewhere. All right, let's get to it and see what the fuck's going on over there.
Okay.
It's to the southwest, right?
Yeah, southwest.
Yeah, and there's that ship all the way behind us too.
I am storing all my stuff, wood and cannonballs.
Oh, okay. I'm not even sure I have it for anything. Well, I guess I do have regular stuff. Oh no, I don't have anything. Never mind.
Just in case I come across, I just wanted to
Oh yeah.
be able to take whatever we can.
Yes. But yeah, I thought that was just a little odd. I've never heard him go after anybody else, and I wouldn't have expected it to be that particular channel.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Okay, where'd you go?
Oh, I'm head to the southwest corner of this place. A bunch of chickens. Actually, they're parked right there, near there, so maybe that's what they're at right now. I'll take all these bananas. Take these cannonballs. Um, I hear somebody's whistling. Oh, there he is. Well, I'm assuming that's the NPC because there's a dude like playing a musical instrument and whistling down there. Fucking lack of UI is kind of always been a thing with this game. Trying to see if I can see you somewhere. There's no way to fucking really know.
All I can do is look at my compass and go southwest.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of a nice little feature of the game, honestly. The minimalistic way of
Before
doing
I thought
things.
we could see each other at least when we were relatively close. I guess we're kind
So,
of
somebody just yeah. Did you see that message?
No.
Somebody said ahoy.
Okay, I just saw yours.
Yeah, somebody said ahoy. I don't know. There's some around here, but I haven't yet to see them. Like all I see is the guy down there. Do you hear the whistling yet? Oh, there you are. He's down here at the beach. Let's just go see.
Wow, you
Like,
disappear really, really fast.
yeah. Yeah, it's Merrick. Except speaking trumpet? Huh.
Yeah, I guess so.
Any shanties?
Skeleton to your left.
Oh. Oh, is that what's hitting me? Ow. Big Jaw speaking trumpet received.
Oh, the swords get deadlier?
I don't know. Did they? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because they always felt like sort of underpowered if anything. Oh, we can change our equipment right here. Wait, how the hell do we choose different instruments again? Oh, there we go. I see. see it now.
I?
Yeah. Okay, what does this do? It's like, I don't even know what the hell this does. It's like you can see. Uh-oh. That ship is turning, by the way. I'm trying to see if they're turning their cannons on us. It's kind of a weird little instrument because I can't tell how to use it. Yeah, I really don't know what you're supposed to do with this.
How'd you equip it?
Q, then F for more, and it should be at the top.
Okay.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, you just have to push right? Or right mouse? No, it's left mouse. Never mind.
Guy coming up behind you.
I'll let him make the first move, I guess. Yeah, but... Oh. Huh. What are they? Look at, he's using like a drum. Interesting.
I wish I was drunker. Smooth.
Well, he definitely has a new instrument I've never seen before.
Hey, the song I'm playing is in tandem with the NPC.
That's weird. Weird.
So, what the hell does this thing do?
I don't know. It's just like you seem to just put it up in front of you, but you don't do anything with it. Oh, nothing happens underwater. And there's no
Maybe I have to
real...
have voice chat turned on for it to work?
Maybe. That might be it. Hey, did we get a bunch of new tattoos that we had never seen before?
It looks like they added like a lot of the like rando customization thing.
Interesting. So it seems like the build rats are their own separate thing, but I didn't see anywhere to get like a build rat, like quest or mission or something like that. Contract. Wait, is there a way? Okay, yeah, there we go. Ensures that your words have bite. Okay, that's all it says. Crafted from shark jaws, this speaking trumpet ensures that your words have bite. It's probably something that you need a voice chat for.
It's possible.
Oh shit! I killed that. I killed that chicken. But I want to know where you get this drum.
Well, we didn't look at the shops while we were back on the town. You know, maybe
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
There.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess let's go.
Yeah, let's go back to the ship.
Let's go back and go back and see what's what.
I mean, the ship is still there anyway. Because I evidently forgot to put up the sail. I don't think I've gotten past episode 9 of Enterprise yet. Only because I got distracted with other stuff. But yeah, those 2 episodes I mentioned were like the only ones I actually enjoyed up to this point. Like the one where they make...
Yeah, like I said, it starts off really
Yeah. First episode didn't do
But
anything.
there is a payoff after a while.
I mean, I would hope so. I mean, it lasted what, 5 seasons?
4.
4. Ah, okay. Not like, well, definitely not as much as the other ones. Oh, did they move the barrels? No, never mind. They're all the same where they're supposed to be. Okay. Oh wait, so
We're close to this plunder outpost. Let's go
Plunder.
back to that.
Thunder Outpost. Where is it?
It's just northeast.
All right.
Because there's one of the rat icons over it. So.
Oh, okay. Amazingly, we weren't attacked.
That's actually pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe some things have changed within the community itself while we've been out.
Definitely possible. Like,
Or maybe we just found one guy that's just busy doing his thing.
it's completely possible. I would wager that it's possible that that since the population has probably tapered off after the initial launch, the only ones that are left behind are the ones that are more into the nitty gritty of the game, like the heart and soul of it, which is just basically adventure, high seas, and the experience of all that. So perhaps they're not all griefing PvPers essentially.
Ship dead ahead.
Yep.
To the left.
Is it
Slightly.
which is the port? The one to our right or one to our left?
Port is left.
Ah. So we're gonna have to get a little close to that ship.
Well, the cannons are loaded if he wants to play.
It has been a while. Let's see. Should I eat a banana? Well, I mean, we'll see. Yeah, he's going his own way, it looks like. So far, a very weird.
It's the banana flag.
Ah, that's what it is. Hey, wait, does he
You
have
know
a
what's
banana
gonna
flag?
happen if they get us?
Wait,
We're gonna get the banana.
what flag do they got? Oh, they can't even tell.
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I can't see it actually.
Yeah, I don't think they have one.
It's the banana
Oh,
flag.
they went to that
Oh, the second thing.
wreck.
Yeah.
I don't know what the respawn timer on those are. You know what that might even be, because I know those guys were there right before we hit that island.
Yeah, hard to say. But yeah, so far a very strange return to the game because we're not being attacked by every other ship that we run across.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Hard to say. Still too early to tell. I'm kind of curious. I mean, we never even ran into the Kraken. I kind of wonder what's the rate of attack by the Megalodon.
Hard to say. Is it just anywhere?
I'm not
Did
sure.
they add anything to the map? I didn't really see offhand.
I thought they did, or I thought they were.
Well, I know they're going to, but I don't know if it was part of this
Yeah,
expansion.
yeah. I think that might be the thing. It might have been the future patch, possibly. Oh, almost perfect. Almost anyway. Ah. Yeah. Oh, so it's kind of funny. The video Razorfist did on the solo thing. He mentioned something about that deadline or something like that. One of those online entertainment blogs or whatever the fuck. I don't know what the fuck it is. I've seen it before a couple times. I can never recall what the fuck it is. I say this.
Oh, it looks like they've definitely added new stuff. Looking at the vendors.
Oh, okay. I was just talking to the build rat again. It's the same text as the last one.
Steam text?
Yeah, nothing new. That's kind of weird though because we visited that guy. They had originally pointed us to, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out what to do with this horn. Surely it's got something.
I would expect so. Huh. Oh, anyway, so he was mentioning that that online publication deadline supposedly put out a story before Solo debuted in theaters that supposedly tickets what is it called?
Pre-orders? Pre-sales?
Yeah, pre-sales were supposedly outpacing Black Panther, which you know is fucking bullshit. Because you know that fucking movie did.
Yeah, not a chance.
No way in fucking hell, because that fucking movie made so much fucking money. Like at the start. I just thought it was kind of a weird. That's kind of a really tall lie or big tail to be fucking spinning.
Well, whatever the instrument is, it's not on the shop.
Huh. Well, I mean, it was definitely the motif of the Bilge Rat thing, the shark thing.
Well, there's Bill's Rat stuff here
Oh. Hmm.
on all the vendors actually.
Hmm. What is this thing?
Lots of hurdy-gurdies.
Ow.
I want to get one to play.
Hurdy-gurdy?
They're so expensive. Just like a student tier hurdy-gurdy is about 1,500.
What the fuck, man?
Well, it's a pretty uniquely built. I mean, they have to be hand built.
Oh yeah, I imagine so. Yeah, I have to imagine it has to be hand built. Royal
And an
Sovereign
actual,
Hurdy-gurdy. Ooh, that's nice.
Non-student and actual, instrument version is about $6,000.
Jesus fucking Christ. Well, actually, that sort of reminds me. I looked into like music boxes at one point for whatever, and I was looking at how expensive those fucking things get as far as like the really good ones. Like fuck,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
that's no fucking joke, man. We're talking about $70,000. Like what the fuck, man? It's a music box. But because it has like that tiny, intricate little scroll.
Yeah, super, super fragile to tune.
Yeah, not just the little tines that make the sound, but like the scroll and the mechanism that turns the scroll. I mean, the whole thing is fucking super intricate. Like, very, very interesting stuff. Let's do one of these contracts. Cause I don't know what else to do. Let's see. Especially since we're kind of at a loss as to where to go for this Hungry and Deep stuff. Oh, that's right. I gotta vote on it.
What is this thing called? Big Jaw Speaking Trumpet. I'm just gonna search right quick.
All right. Kill, lowly
Yeah.
kill again.
Unfurling the sail and whatnot. I'll just search.
Okay. By lowly kill again Milligan. Okay. Ah, I forgot that they gave us a map or something. There you go. Oh, there's something on Crook Hollows Unseen. It's in a chest and has a sheen. Okay. Crook Hollows Unseen. Let me show you. Crook Hollow. There it is. And we
Oh,
are...
okay. It's to talk to other ships, is all it is.
Oh, like from a distance?
Yeah.
Ah, interesting. So it is sort of like have to have our voice chat on and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Uh,
But yeah, it's for ship to ship communication.
hmm. Well, I guess especially since at least from what I was reading that it hunting the megalodon does require some teamwork. Maybe that's what it's for, or maybe that's the intention. Because I
Well, it's
guess
just social in general.
I think we have to go northeast. Going to Crook Hollow something or other.
Okay, so northeast, if it's the one that you've got circled on there already.
Yeah. Hey, so when is that expansion supposed to launch for STO?
Next week.
Damn. That's free, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, their story content is always free.
Should be interesting. Should be interesting to see what's on the store. If it be anything worthwhile. Honestly, I didn't even know what the hell I would want to buy. Oh shit. Oh shit.
That little close there. Oh,
That was very close.
and there's a galleon dead ahead.
Oh fuck.
Coming this way.
Yeah, but like I wonder at this point what could they possibly add as far as ship-wise goes for this
Well, there's
more.
like 500 ships in the game as it is.
God damn, that's what I'm saying. Like, what else could they possibly add and for like a DS9 centric sort of thing? Like more Jim
Well,
Hadar stuff or what?
as far as I know, there's only one Jim Hadar ship, and they only gave that away one time. Well, gave away. It was part of one of the early loot boxes.
Uh, oh, okay. So maybe it'll probably
But
be
I
Jim
mean,
Hadar
with
stuff.
400 ships, I may have missed it if they added more. But as far as I know, it's only just the regular little
Jim Hadar fighter.
bug-shaped
Yeah.
fighter. So
Yep. And they always had those really giant fucking battle cruisers or ships or what the fuck it was.
yeah, I'm sure we're gonna be seeing those.
That should be cool.
Now, I haven't found out how much of its own story it is.
Okay. I have to go east. Yeah, like how much content the expansion will
'Cause I
have?
know the Romulans, you only play as your own faction for a while.
Hmm.
Yeah. And then you can pledge to join one of the two established. I don't know if this is
Oh,
actually
I
gonna
see what you're
be,
saying.
You know,
Yeah, yeah. Like if the Dominion will be a
actual
Dominion.
proper- yeah, if it's going to be a proper faction onto itself. I mean, to a degree, that would make more sense.
Yeah, because even at the end of the war, it's not like the Dominion was completely shattered or anything. They were just, well, they were done. It's like,
Having the Dominion as an actual, fully fledged out faction could be interesting.
yeah, that would be cool. But I mean, I don't know. Beyond just flavor stuff, I wonder what they could possibly do to entice people to play it, aside from all it being new stuff, essentially.
Well, new weapons. Obviously, a lot of Dominion ships.
Being able to, there's a ship to our left and ahead. Being able to be a clone. I can be Wayun, I don't know, fucking 1800 or something like that.
Well, as far as I know, we're only playing Jim Hadar.
Interesting. But what are you gonna be? Are you gonna be one of the old Jim Hadar from the old Delta Quadrant, or are you gonna be one of the new bred Jim Hadar from the Alpha Quadrant?
You mean the things that were only in one episode and then forgotten about?
Basically. But it was funny because when they first showed up, they were like, "Yeah, we're the best because we're the fucking Alpha Quadrant fucking Jim Hadar." But then after that, no more.
Well, they did kind of fuck up.
Yeah, a little bit.
So I mean, it's actually not totally impossible that the founders were like, eh,
We kind of fucked up here,
scrappable.
guys. Yep. Okay, here we are. Uh, there's something on Crook's Hollow unseen. It's in a chest and has a sheen. Okay. So we're looking for a fucking chest, I guess?
Has a sheen.
But yeah, that should be kind of cool. Like, be a Jem'Hadar, be on a Dominion ship, and hopefully Dominion being its own faction would be kind of nice. Because if you're just back to force to just like either join the Federation or the fucking the Klingons, it's like, well, whatever, you know. It's not as interesting.
Well, see, the thing that I don't, that I, well, I want to think that it'll be more interesting is that there doesn't seem to be any incentive for Jem'Hadar to want to join the Klingons.
That is true. Oh shit! I climbed down this fucking thing and there was a fucking snake waiting for me. Well, I mean, it's not like there's a gaggle of chickens down here. It's not like uh, up to this point, as far as I know, when it comes to DS9 and everything else, as far as I know, that hasn't changed. As far as if the Jem'Hadar still think that the founders are their gods, essentially, or has that changed
Uh,
in the lore? I really don't know.
well, I haven't read any of those books, so
Ah.
it may be in there.
Mhm.
But Odo refused to accept the whole
They are gods.
godliness
Yeah.
of the founders.
Mm.
So him being essentially what seems to be the leader of the Dominion.
Yeah, because he's the one that's coming in with the Dominion back into the Alpha Quadrant, right?
Well, yeah, that was the whole thing about that kind of mini kind of mission set. That was kind of the breadcrumbs into this being a thing. Is at the very end, Odo was part of this attack force.
Mm. And they were
We should
attacking what
actually
again?
go and huh?
They were what were they attacking again?
Well, uh, I think it was the Herc like
Ah,
decided to come out of nowhere and attack DS9, and
uh,
it's fucked. I mean, it's wrecked.
mhm.
And then right as their numbers were pretty well out there. I mean, there's a lot of fucking ships.
Mhm.
The wormhole opens up and there's a whole bunch of somewhat friendly Jem'Hadar. And they kind of beat back the Herc, and that's the end of the mission. And then Odo's like, hey, 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 here's the thing. And then that was the end of the mission.
He's like saying, "I am still Rene Auberjoin, and I am still French, so fuck you."
Pretty much.
Yeah, there you go.
Got a Marauder's chest.
Oh shit.
But
Ah.
the quest thing didn't flash.
Oh, so there must be another chest somewhere around here. Oh wait, 8 paces southeast of the cavern, campfire encased in land. To dig for bounty where ye stand. Okay. God damn it.
Okay, so this was it.
Was it?
Well, if the clue kicked over to the next thing.
But were you in a cavern campfire?
No. I'm at the very top of the mountain here.
See, I was actually underground, so I think I might have just run by it and I didn't notice.
Maybe I accidentally found the chest first.
That'd be funny. You have a weird tendency of doing that too. Oh shit, skeletons. Let's see. Cavern campfire. Where was that? Was there a cavern campfire? Well, there's fires, but there's not. I wouldn't call this a campfire. What in the fuck is that? Oh,
Yeah, there is a big cave system here.
mm-hmm.
So I guess this chest is just its own thing. if you got to
Yeah.
dig.
Yeah. Okay, so I
So
mean,
I guess I'll run. I'm gonna run this chest back to the ship,
Yep.
or maybe I can get the snake to do it for me.
it's a pretty well trained snake.
Okay, it's not helping. It's doing the opposite.
It's viciously biting me. I think that's helpful.
Oh, this is our boat.
I certainly hope so. Is there a banana flag up there?
Yes, there is.
Yeah, there you go. The Banana Alliance. Wait, I wonder if so. Should we go back before the expansion launches so we can start catching up with shit, or should we wait until the
Well,
expansion and just and then from there go?
if anything, we need to go in and probably level a bit,
Mhm.
and at least do that one mission. I mean, if you want to see it. I mean, because
Well, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing it.
that's kind of the thing
The preamble.
that's leading into this entire expansion.
Mm.
And I want to say it's like a 30 or 40-minute mission, so I mean it's
Damn.
somewhat substantial.
But how high of a level do I gotta be to do it though?
Because it's an event mission.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think we can go in and it'll scale.
Ah,
Scaling is such a big deal in that game.
yeah.
Okay, did you find the campfire?
Oh, still looking.
Alrighty.
Cause I mean, I ran into some caves, but none of these are really a campfire per se.
I saw an unlit campfire in one of the caves.
That might have been it then.
I don't remember exactly where it was.
Yeah. Well, I'm down here right now. I'm just looking around. The motion blur is kind of killing my eyes right now. Okay, there is a unlit campfire right here. And then it's what, 8 paces to the south, it said? I think.
Yeah, southeast.
South.
Paces southeast.
Southeast. Oh, that's a rock. That won't work. Doesn't look like it. But yeah, I guess it would be worthwhile to go and start doing that because yeah, eventually I'm gonna need to get max out my level, so I can actually start enjoying some of the whatever is it tier whatever the fuck ships, higher level
Tier
stuff.
6
Oh shit.
is the current highest.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if that's going to change or not.
Well, they may or may not raise the level cap. Well, I don't remember you mentioning anything about that, so who knows? I mean, there is an unlit fire here, but I went. There's nothing really southeast of here. It's only into a wall.
How?
I was gonna say, was that you? And surely enough, it was. Although you were at the
You're
receiving
just
end
not
of that
trying
bullet.
that hard enough, my man, because
What the fuck? I must have been at the wrong fucking.
oh my god.
What?
Like 6 skeletons popped up whenever I dug up the chest.
There is a ship.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yep, there is a ship, and we have a chest, and we have a explosive barrel on our ship. The explosive barrel is in the crow's nest. That's
well, that's. I didn't put that there. Did you?
I put that there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I found it fairly early on when we got on here, and I just ran it back. I'm running back to the ship now.
Okay, I
Oh.
just now got this chest.
Although I want to say they must have seen our ship, but they didn't do anything about it. They had to have seen it. I mean,
Okay,
the
now I
ship's
don't know
still
where our
anchored.
ship is because just run around and see if I either get shot at or find the ship.
I'll tell you right now, it is northwest.
There is a ship circling.
Yeah, it surely is. Yeah. I'm gonna fire a shot, see if we can hear it. Okay.
You're just gonna spook them.
No, I mean it's just a pistol shot, not a cannon shot. Any sign of that?
No.
Oh fuck, where are you then? 'Cause usually that
Maybe
shit
I went off the opposite side.
possibly because
I see a galleon. Oh, it looks like it's coming this way.
oh
What about
boy,
the storm?
the storm is fuck. Um, we're kind of facing the storm, honestly.
Okay, because I'm coming from the storm.
Yeah.
It's like as I'm coming around this edge of the island, the storm is behind me. Okay, I see the banana flag. And there may or may not be be a galleon behind me as well.
Oh boy. Yeah, and the storm is definitely brewing in our direction. Well,
Yes, it is.
in the direction that we're facing anyway. Where is that galleon though? It was on the opposite side of the island, you said?
It was opposite side of the island. I couldn't tell what direction it was going.
Uh,
Mostly because I was trying to find you.
okay, so that sloop is actually at a sunken location. The one that was not circling us or just passing by. That's probably why it made a
Want to just go
beeline.
ahead and run these chests back since
Oh
we got
yeah,
a couple?
yeah, might as well. Okay, you're already back on.
Well, I'd hope so if I was somebody else. I mean, you'd have been blown off the back of the boat.
Yeah, that's probably true. Okay, which way to the closest port?
I guess back behind us the way we came.
Okay, let's see.
So southwest.
Southwest. Hopefully, those people at the sunken thing don't think we're going after them.
The wind will be favoring us, at least in the short term.
Well, that's good at least. Okay, so I was gonna bounce an idea off of you. Well, it's actually about the thing we had talked about before about the sort of D&D reroll I was doing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to find a way to justify why I would be. I mean, well, as a paladin, you automatically get you're proficient in martial weapons. So I guess I can say that I have some basic knowledge of weaponry in general because of that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the reasoning behind why I am all of a sudden proficient and at least somewhat, I guess the only way to put it is proficient with a polearm would be story wise part of the day-to-day life as a family member of a trading family or a family of traders. Wait, traders as far as like a trade. I don't know. I'm not trying to say traitor to a.
No. I was picking up on that. There's like 3 ships directly ahead of us.
Or fuck. Well, that's not good.
It looks like they're on the other side of the island because this tall island just directly heading to the left is
Is the
where we're
port,
going,
right?
right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And the bigger ship is actually, I think they might be fighting each other because they're like either going away from each other or something. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah, you're currently going away from each other.
I was gonna say that.
The bigger ships spinning around.
Oh, so they probably are going after each other. Are the two chests below?
Yes.
Okay. So I was gonna say that part of the normal day-to-day life of the being a part of this family of traders would be trade caravans, and a normal part of our trade caravans were like the caravan guards or the guards that protected the caravan. I think that's a given, right? That you would assume you would have caravan guards, right?
Oh yeah, probably.
And a very standard weapon for like any guardsman of a type would be a polearm, because a polearm is like just a standard like guardsman weapon, right? I would say. Not everybody was proficient with like. That's why like even if you look at factual history, that's why they armed like the basic militia and military, like basic soldier, like with spears and polearms and stuff.
Oh yeah, because it gives you distance.
Yeah. So I was going to say that the reasoning behind why I'm knowledgeable in the use of it was because I learned it from like the caravan guards that escorted my family's caravan on a normal basis during our trade runs and such like that. Hence why I'm not like, even though I've lost the use, or not necessarily the full use of one hand, but I can no longer do what I used to do essentially, which was dual wielding essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I can justify saying, like story wise, like plot wise, why it makes sense why I switched over to a polearm and why I am able to use it proficiently.
Well, you also have to take into account, like, if that's what you're going to do to explain your knowledge of it.
Hmm.
Whenever you go into the paladin thing, maybe because you've been talking a lot about the whole Oathbreaker thing. You're gonna island this.
I think. Oh
Oh,
shit!
dead. Oh no, I got knocked out of the crow's nest.
Shit! And we're stopped like dead in the water, so we're definitely taking on water. I didn't think that was that close.
Since you want to go with the Oathbreaker thing, you could actually. What the fuck? It's more damage over here. I didn't see that at first. Um, maybe you were too weapon happy at some point. Maybe someone picked up on that
Oh, like just
instead of
my
being
fascination with all sort of
typical.
weapons.
Yeah,
Hmm.
instead of the typical sword and board type thing.
Hmm. Yeah, like that's
Okay, I think.
part of the reasoning behind the dual wield thing was the fact that I embraced the more like vengeance, anger aspect of my character. Being that's why he's the Oath of Vengeance paladin at the moment. Oh crap! I forgot to grab a fucking chest. I just jumped off the ship for no reason. Um, because I went with Oath of Vengeance specifically because it made more sense. At least I felt in the aspect that, okay, I'm a dual wielding paladin, because like he even said that's not very common, or neither does it make much sense, but it's something that's possible within the rule set. And the fact that at least paladin has changed from whatever prior editions of the rule set, where they no longer stick with a particular faith. It's more about the oaths they take.
Imagine that.
Hmm. Wait, what do I turn this into? Yeah,
The guy right here.
oh, that's right. Castaway. Chest sold. Only 84 gold. What the fuck? Um, that's why I feel like the dual wield thing sort of worked. Considering into the story stuff that I built into the character, being that after family being killed, like during that caravan. Why do I keep saying caravan? Caravan
There.
raid.
I tossed down one of the crew hunts.
Oh, okay, cool. Um, One of the caravan raid that essentially killed off my family, or at least I think has killed off my whole family. I know for certain the mother and father, but I don't know about the sisters. Basically, I left that to GM discretion essentially if he wants to use it at some point. Which direction are we going?
Cutlass K. Oh, it's really close, directly east of us.
Oh, okay. East. That away. Yeah, I figured I'd leave that to GM discretion if you want to use that somehow at some point. But yeah, I guess that does make sense too. Like, my general fascination with all weaponry was partly because of my anger, the anger that the character holds on to from, watching his family being killed, essentially. And even though, after being inducted into the Paladin Order, I still never shook that completely, and hence, even though the Order's tenets or oaths were more of like devotion, or I can't remember the name of the other oaths at the moment, but one of the more paladin like oaths. You know what I mean? My character is a bit divergent from that, and hence why he had a falling out with the order that I'm assuming at some point I'll have to deal with within the story.
Just very slightly north.
Slightly north, okay. I figured that's a good. That would be an interesting way to at least to sort of explain it.
So whenever you lose this character, whenever he invariably falls on his sword, your next character needs to be a sentient mimic.
Sentient mimic, yeah, that'd be good.
So whenever you start out, your existing party, what they need to do is they need to be sitting at the table, and you're the table. And that's how you join them as
a table.
You're just sitting there, kind of doing table stuff.
Well,
it's kind of, you hear that they're talking, they're doing a thing. So you decide that you want to get in on some of this.
Sounds interesting. That'd be hilarious, actually. So, as a sentient mimic, I can pretty much be anything, or whatever, or am I stuck as a table?
Now, I don't know what it's called offhand, but apparently in 5th edition there is a stat set you can follow that for, I guess, mob type character designs.
Yeah, there's I can't remember which book it is, but one of the guidebooks has like, I'm not sure if it's Xanther's Guide to Everything or one of the other ones. There's so many of them, honestly. It's just too many to actually own all of them.
Oh yeah,
it's way too many. But one of them is like the Monster's Guide, and basically you're able to, essentially, if you want to play as a goblin, anything or whatever, you can if you want. It's allowed within the rule set now, which is kind of cool to me. Like, I mean, yeah, I like the idea of like you're some sort of mob type.
Pull back straight east.
Straight east, okay.
And if you need another character, like I don't know, like have it so that like the mimic ate a bard at some point, so somewhere like deep inside the mimic is this lonely little bard that's waiting to be rescued.
Uh-oh. I think we're in the storm, aren't we? Because the compass is going fucking insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, the wheel is also going insane. God damn it. This happened before too, didn't it? Like when we were trying to like get into like a port or something, and then we got hit with a fucking storm. God damn.
Yeah, this is pushing us way off course.
Yep, I imagine it is.
It's about to be on our hard right.
Oh, hard right. Okay. I mean, as far as I can tell, I'm keeping a straight line, but yeah, it's hard to tell.
Do I need to bucket some water?
Possibly.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I'm hoping that the Paladin revamp will basically make it so that I find it interesting enough to keep it. He's giving me the option to, if I want to kill off the character, I can re-roll if I want to. It's just that the original build I went with ended up being way too direct and specific, and it was not more than what it is. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense, I guess.
I told you so.
God damn it.
I hated to have to do that, but I told you so.
Well, you know.
You gotta balance the stats. You gotta balance the math of it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, okay. See, the thing I didn't realize, obviously, from the get-go, was that of the different types of melee you can go, the one that scales the worst is essentially two-weapon fighting.
Two-weapon fighting. Lost the fucking island. God damn it.
Like two-weapon fighting, as cool as it is, like thematically and stylistically, it scales the worst out of all of the other weapon types or the fighting styles essentially. And since I'm
Plus, we got
essentially,
some damage.
and since essentially I am basically a fighter for the most part, it ended up being sort of like and I'm going right into the rocks. It sort of ended up putting me in a specific little hole when it came to like my role. Like all I could do was like blade fury, blade fury, blade fury, blade fury, and like all I could do was attack with my swords. And even though it was effective early on, it became less and less effective because as everybody started leveling up, everybody grew into their roles, and the GM. I mean, I don't blame the GM, but everything had become somewhat trivialized because even though we were just level like fucking fives or something like that, everybody had except for me because I was paladin fighter, so I didn't have all my levels invested into paladin. Everybody had their extra attack and some of their signature abilities.
Spin us around.
Spin us around. Okay.
We overshot it because of that storm.
So back to the west.
Yeah, go back to the west. Although I think our damage came from maybe rubbing against the island.
Oh. So, like, just like for example, the druid alone, the druid is like fucking ridiculously OP. Like even at these early levels, they're like very OP because just from the diversity of class abilities and stuff like that. I mean, for fuck's sake, they can turn into a bear that naturally has two attacks, one bite, one claw, and they more or less were strong enough to trivialize all the early fights, right? So, as we kept going and we started engaging in more difficult fights, um, me being a melee fighter, was constantly at a disadvantage because either the terrain was bad, I couldn't get to the mob fast enough, or I would just get blasted by range and like not do so well because of that. I mean, my AC was high enough that I avoided most melee damage, but and then we had the engagement against the beholder, and that's it. That was like pretty much the thing that told me, yeah, I need to do something different because it's not working anymore. I mean, to be fair though, he did throw a beholder at level 5, so that was kind of like crazy, essentially.
Well, yeah, clearly y'all were set for rolling though, so.
Yeah, yeah. Because evidently, I didn't realize that with the beholder, um, the GM doesn't have to roll attack die for beholders. Basically, whatever they look at, they attack and they hit every single time. So it was at a big disadvantage for me specifically, since one of the epic abilities that these monsters have, anything this difficult has like an epic ability. Um, the one he chose to use was he is able to make the whole area where the beholder calls its lair into difficult terrain, which has your movement range. So it was like extremely difficult for me to do anything. And then once I actually got into the fight, I got blasted with like enough damage that I was one shot.
Directly to our right.
All right.
Yeah, we're here. It's.
Oh, is that outcropping right there? Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's just. Yeah,
Fuck.
it's just on the other side of this big rock right here.
Ah, okay. So even though I'm still gonna be a melee oriented paladin, I have a little bit more. I have a little bit more range, and I have a little more like things to do. Oh fuck, we're back in the storm, aren't we? Son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a rock ahead of us? Oh shit, there is.
Yes, it is.
Oh shit, we're gonna hit it for sure. Ah! God damn it! I couldn't see this fucking thing.
And the thing is still to our right.
Oh, okay, I see it. Yeah, I finally see it.
Yeah, I think we. Oh my god, there's a lot of damage on here.
God damn. Lower an anchor.
Our ship is more bored now than it is original hull. It means it's new. It's better.
Yeah, exactly that. But yeah, like I guess just having the slight range option and also having more technical things to do. I guess it's interesting because I guess what you can really do, which I didn't realize you could do. Again, I had a very limited understanding of how the mechanics worked. Um, this is the kill mission, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was like there's reactions and then there's attacks of opportunity and all that shit. The spec I went with doesn't offer. Oh my god, it's a lot of them here. The build I went with didn't have much of that. The build I'm going with is built completely around it, like attacks of opportunity, reactions, all that shit. So anything, like almost anything that happens in a fight, gives me the ability to do attack of an opportunity or a reaction, and my fucking screen is blue because I'm poisoned. It sort of reminds me of say like oh fuck, I got poisoned again. Son of a bitch. It reminds me sort of like the battle days of World of Warcraft with warrior tanking. Like I don't know if you. Huh?
Because I wasn't there for.
Oh, for those days.
Yeah, I was
Well,
not tanking on warrior.
ah,
I was
you're hitting
I
things
was
with warrior.
MSing everything.
Yeah, Mortal Strike, Mortal Strike, Mortal Strike. Hey, that was a good. Those are good days though, back then. um, so warrior tanking back then, and it obviously it devolved from there because obviously it got super dumbed down, as we all obviously know. Warrior tanking. What the fuck? Why is there two red ones? Oh,
I guess because we deserved it.
I guess so. You deserve it. You deserve to suffer. So warrior tanking revolved mostly around like reactionary abilities. So like if you parried, you could do something else. If you blocked, you could do something else. And it was not so simple as like say rolling your face on your keyboard. You actually had only a small window to use like X ability after a parry or X ability after a block. And I truly enjoyed that as like oh shit, was there a skull that we're supposed to pick up here? Because he died in the here it is. Because he died in the fucking bushes. I found it.
Is there two?
That's a good question. I only saw one. I mean, I truly enjoyed World of Warcraft back then because it was like one of the more, like, just reactionary heavy
Okay,
classes to play. Oh, good. There was a second one?
Yep.
Like, I remember, I can't remember, but paladins were able to tank back then, right? Like, early on. I want to say yes.
I really don't know.
But I want to say also that their tanking was completely around, what was it, Consecrate? The fucking AoE thing?
Oh yeah.
It was completely built around Consecrate, and which kind of like, it was effective, but it wasn't the most interesting either. And then I think bear tanking for Druid was just because like, what the hell was it? Oh, their cleave or their thing that could
Swipe.
Yeah, swipe was awesome for tanking because you could just grab all the aggro essentially, and they had a big health pool, didn't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that was the big draw.
like big. Because like, if I remember correctly, they couldn't block, right? But they had something that could sort of
No,
mitigate
it was just the HP pool and a little bit of mitigation just from.
from being a bear. God damn it!
I don't
Fucking
remember what it was called. Did you
Yeah.
just drag us across that island again?
sure did. At this point, it's tradition. I have to do it. It's just weird having to. It's kind of weird, like reminiscing about that game because at one time, man, that was like the game to fucking play. Now it's like the most reviled thing ever. Because I want to say even you enjoyed it for a little bit.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So much fun, so many hours.
hmm And then I want to say,
Now I'm disgusted at the thought of it.
yeah, the sad idea that we wasted so much time on it. Which is the nearest port?
Back west.
Back west. All right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a lot of good times, but all for nothing.
Hmm.
But 16 years on, officially, just like last week, I'm still enjoying 11. So
You know, who knows how that works? It's like so fucking insane when you think about it.
16 years
Fucking
old.
insane. Insane. Um, and then obviously the other tank they eventually fucking introduced was the fucking Death Knight, and theirs was mostly like mitigation through like
Beginning of the end. Is
yeah,
what.
essentially. There's a sunken thing ahead of us, right ahead of us.
Yeah, let's
Let's stop there and get it. Might as well.
let's peek because it's starting to get out late already since we started late.
Yeah.
It's I don't see any other ships.
So I want to say that the Death Knight was like mitigation through Bone Shield and then self healing through the blood tree. I think it was.
Yeah,
I mean, it was a.
because very early on you could like generate those worms.
Mhm. Mhm. And they would heal,
That
cause
was
the
the
heals and
first
shit.
bit of like major healing.
Yeah. And it was a really cool. It was. I thought it was actually a pretty cool and interesting way to build a tank class. I mean, obviously, it became after that it became super dumbed down because everybody was resorted to like 2, 3 buttons and that's it. I don't know what.
That's basically where it's at now.
Yeah, and I'm not really sure how that even happened. Was it because they reduced the global the cooldown on these skills, or what was it exactly? They just trimmed the trees so much that they only left you with a couple of key abilities.
Oh crap!
You found stuff already?
No, there's no place to get air in here, and it's deep down under.
Oh boy. Okay, so right now there is 2 ships ahead of us. They're not exactly coming this way. One's a galleon and one is a sloop.
Ah, fuck! I'm trapped in here.
Oh boy. So I want to say that fuck. I can't recall how tanking worked in 11. I don't think I ever played a tank aside from Ninja. And Ninja was a
Okay,
expensive ninja,
so
expensive tank.
yeah, essentially, back then, it was subbing warrior.
To get a provoke.
That was your flash of enmity right
Hmm.
off the bat.
Hmm.
Although I guess I shouldn't have said flash because that's what paladin had was flash.
Flash. Yep.
Although it's more potent now than it used to be. It's still a pretty big spike in enmity.
Hmm.
And then there's the paladin as a whole uses healing
Oh, yeah,
as
too.
pulled enmity.
Yeah. Yeah. Because everything hates any sort of heals, and the fact that you're already building enmity through your actions and your provoke and your flash, it just adds on top of your hate.
Yep.
It's a cool system. I don't recall exactly what Paladin had for survival. Was it just like some sort of mitigation through blocks, or what the fuck?
Yeah, for the most part it's the blocks, but there's a lot of abilities that just add to defense, plain and simple.
Ah, okay. See, I'm trying to think.
I don't see anything in here, so maybe it's
Has it been put clean already?
recently been pulled through because there's obviously there's a lot of activity out here.
Yeah, strangely enough, it has quite a bit. There was 2 ships ahead of us, and
Yeah, I'm coming back.
definitely could have been that they got picked clean by those. So I'm trying to think, what was the most interesting tank in any MMO?
Monk.
Honest. That's not a. The only reason you tank is because you fucking pull aggro. Goddammit.
Which I can still do from time to time. Well, up till recently.
But they didn't really have mitigation. Really, they just had like what? Like
Counter. Counter was the mitigation.
what did that do? Did that even negate damage, or it just let you? What does
No,
it do?
no, it fully negated the damage and then redistributed it amongst the mob swinging at you.
Oh, you got a shark out here.
I know. I was paddling. I was doggy paddling as quickly as I could. No, counter it. You take 0 damage and you return the damage to it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
The thing is the ability that allows you to do it, counter stance. It basically takes 70% of your defense. So
Ah,
when
okay.
you
So
do get hit,
you get hit by it for a lot. Yeah. Interesting. Now, okay, the only ones I can really think of right now that I can clearly remember is either World of Warcraft or I guess 11. But since I never really played a tank aside from Ninja, I can't really think which was the most technically interesting tank experience.
Ninja. Now I have not played it recently, so I couldn't tell you how the skills work. But I know back in the day, the way you held hate was the debuffs and the elemental will.
Yeah, the elemental wheel was the way to hold aggro, but that within itself was kind of a pain in the ass because of the fucking the tool consumption and the
Oh
price
yeah.
of the tools essentially.
And of
And
course, now all you do is go buy you a stack of universal tools,
of course they do that
and that's it.
now. Yeah, but I did
I
enjoy
think you
it.
only need three tool sets.
The
What's
Utsumi
coming after
probably
us?
and what's coming after us?
Yeah, you have your shadows, and
Oh
there's
shit,
I
yeah.
think I think 3 tiers of Itsusimi,
It's Utsumi.
and then you have your debuff tools. Come on, take a shot at us. Oh wait, no, we've got a bunch of treasure.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah,
Yeah, they're coming. They're coming for us. I think they're trying to line up a shot. I think because I mean, why are they crossing it? We're friendly.
Don't you see the banana? We're fine. I don't trust them.
Yeah, I know. They didn't hail the banana, so I don't know. I don't know if I can trust a man that doesn't hail the banana. They're fucking chasing us though. I mean, they're right behind us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once I drop, well, you drop the anchor once you feel we're gonna be parallel to that. I'm just gonna try to steer us into the direction where, not
I'd say
into
about
the.
right here.
Yeah, I would say so. And we get the skulls and go. Yeah, they're coming around. But see, I can't recall how other tanks worked in other MMOs at the moment. Like it's just been so long since I played almost any other MMO. So I'm trying to figure out what had the most interesting tank experience, really. Because I
I
can't
don't know.
re-
I played more healers than I did tanks.
It's kind of weird too. I would always assume you'd be more of a fucking DPS than healer.
Where the fuck do we turn this shit in at?
Oh, it's right here, right here.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Hmm.
Apparently we're being eavesdropped on.
Are we?
Yeah, the woman just said AOE tanking with the Paladin in Burning Crusade.
Really? Is that what you think?
That's what she thinks.
I don't know. It sounds like blasphemy to me. All about warrior tanking, god dang it. Warrior
I
tanking
did
forever.
enjoy, I did a tiny bit of warrior tanking. But no, healing with the tree was a ton of fun.
Yeah, I remember that. That was pretty fun. It was all like hots and shit, right?
Yes.
And they're coming across. Look at, get on that gun because I think they're gonna come.
Well, there's a guy. He's just right out on the prowl there. Is this guy alone?
Possibly. Oh, thank you. Hard
No,
to
he's
say.
not.
Oi. No, I guess they're not really doing anything. Aside
I
from
thought he
like,
was running to the cannon.
yeah, no. It's really strange.
Blow him up.
I do remember that. Now that I think about it, yeah, that's right. Of course, she would feel that way. The consecration tanking.
Yep.
Yep. I remember she did that. It was super
I
effective.
don't.
I wouldn't
I don't
say.
think that's even a thing anymore. I think it's gone.
Yeah, I would say that.
We've been boarded.
Yep, I see
Oh
that.
my god.
That guy's going from the,
I don't.
going to her rear. Well, you know. Oh wait, let's go get some grog. Might as well get some grog. All right, there you go. Oop. Mercy. Friend or foe? I feel like I'm being. Oh, I was gonna say. I was gonna say. I feel like I'm being pushed because I'm drunk. That's what it is.
Yep.
Oh, I got no more grog. Oh my god, it's horrible. I can't. I can barely walk. Jesus, this is horrible.
It's really, really difficult to control.
Yeah, it really
especially
is.
after 2 full cups.
Oh my god, it's so bad. I can't even get down. This is really strange because I could swear that we never had an instance where people would just be like friendly. Oh, is there another ship? Oh, that's their ship. Never
Maybe
mind.
it's their ship.
Wait, what is that guy carrying? That dude was carrying
Yeah,
something.
with a drum.
Oh, okay.
Get your bucket out. Catch this vomit. Throw it at him.
Oh shit! I fell off the ship. Oh crap. Let's see. I'm not as
I
drunk.
just threw it back into my cup.
It's gross. It's gross, dude. Gross.
Well, gotta recycle where we can, right?
Exactly. It would be a waste to waste this fucking vomit. Wait, how are you supposed to scoop up the vomit? What the hell?
Like this.
Oh damn.
Oh my god. This is quality entertainment. Man.
Indeed. I would say it's really strange though because, why the fuck are people not like attacking us like blatantly how they used to?
Well, I don't know. The last time we played, we were the one attacking everyone else.
Oh, that's true. I mean, we didn't have the Jolly Roger up last time, but we should have had it on all the time.
I don't think that was there before.
No, I wasn't. Definitely was not. Oh god.
Ammo.
Is there shit moving or is it just me? Because I can't tell.
I don't know. I'm too busy still puking into a bucket.
Oh god. How are you supposed to puke though? Because like I'm just swirling around. Everything's.
No, you just keep drinking.
Oh.
I drank 3 full cups and then just had a bucket ready.
But I can't even get downstairs to get more fucking grog.
Well, it just takes practice.
Shit.
As a long practice drinker. It just takes
I'm throwing up. God,
Oh, there you go.
I missed it. Shit. Oh, there you go. I got it. Where are those guys? I got something for them.
I think they're leaving.
Ah, man.
You could like put yourself in the cannon and go chase them down.
I don't think I could possibly make it. That's a
Share
far.
your vomit with them.
This seems like too far of a shot. What are the laws about sailing and drinking?
I don't think there are any.
Ah, perfect. They're still hanging around though, oddly enough.
Yes, they are. They're just circling.
Yeah. A very fitting music for this.
I agree.
I wonder if it's possible to actually learn new shanties because they were very specifically talking about that and the the build rats guys.
Well, clearly we started something,
Hmm.
but
As to how to continue it, who knows? They see us. They definitely see us.
he's pointing the scope at us there.
Yeah, he is. I completely forgot about the emotes.
Ah, I forgot how big I was. What the fuck? I don't have enough peg legs.
Definitely not. You should be able to have like two for the fuck of it. Like, yeah. They must think they were going after them or something. I just want to throw vomit at them. Jeez. Is that so wrong?
Just want to share your special brew.
Yes.
Drink from the bucket.
Extremely strong stout.
It's a bit bitey.
Oh, it's summer, alright. Either way, should we call it here?
Yeah, that works.
Alright. Yeah, either way, it was interesting coming back. Interesting to see how the community has changed a little bit. Because it's just kind of strange, man. Ah, well, I guess I'll have to save this bucket of throw up for another time.
Just let it stew in the hot day. It'll be even better after a couple of
You're more viscous than it is already.
making myself ill now just thinking about this
Yep.
3-day-old bucket of hot vomit
Mm,
being
awesome.
launched at someone
Amazing.
through a cannon.
Oh, man. Alright, either way, I shall talk to you later.